Today we honor Juneteenth, a powerful turning point in American history. On June 19, 1865, enslaved African Americans in Galveston, Texas, were finally informed that they were free, over 2 years after the Emancipation Proclamation had been signed. Juneteenth marks not only the end of slavery in the United States, but also the beginning of a long journey towards justice, dignity, and true equality. What does the spiritual teacher from India have to do with this? Well, Paramahansa Yogananda, the author of Autobiography of a Yogi, spoke often of liberation, not just from outer chains, but from the inner chains of ignorance, ego, and fear. To Yogananda, real freedom was not political or physical, it was the soul's realization of its divine nature. He said that true liberty comes when we transcend the false identities imposed by the world, race, gender, body, status, but that doesn't mean he ignored social realities. In fact, Yogananda condemned slavery as a great evil. He believed no person has the right to own or dominate another, but more than words, he lived his beliefs. During the era of segregation, he taught and welcomed African Americans into his classes, even when it went against the norms and laws of the time. To him, every soul was a spark of the divine, regardless of race or background. He once said, "The soul cannot be confined in any man-made prison. It is free." And yet he also taught that freedom must be won, not just in the outer world, but within. He urged those who suffered to seek inner strength through connection with the divine, not as a way of denying injustice, but as a source of courage to rise above it. Freedom, he said, begins in the mind. A person may be outwardly imprisoned, yet inwardly free, or outwardly free, yet still enslaved by anger, greed, and prejudice. That's why Juneteenth is not just a historical event, it's a spiritual reminder. A reminder that freedom must be reclaimed again and again, externally through justice and truth, and internally through awakening and love. So today, let's honor those who endured and overcame. Let us work for justice in our world and in our hearts. And let us remember Yogananda's words. Freedom means the power to act by soul guidance, not by the compulsions of desires and habits. Obeying the ego leads to bondage. Obeying the soul brings liberation. Happy Juneteenth. May we all know true freedom.